Welcome to this episode of Divorce, Parenting and Property Matters, Legal Insights by Village Family Lawyers, where we share calm, practical family law insights for people navigating separation, parenting and property matters. Today, we're talking about financial abuse and coercive control, and the quiet ways that financial control can affect a property settlement. If that phrase, financial abuse, sounds bigger than your own experience, you are not alone. For many people, it is much quieter than the word suggests. It can look like never quite having the full picture of the family finances, being kept at arm's length from the accounts, the passwords, or the decisions, or feeling, after years, unsure whether you are even allowed to ask. And here is the thing. When a relationship ends, that pattern does not simply stop. It can shape what you know, what you can get to, and how confident you feel making decisions. Right at the moment, a property settlement is asking you to make some of the biggest ones of your life. Financial abuse, sometimes called economic abuse, is recognised as a form of family violence, and it does not need raised voices or anything physical to be real. Often it is simply one person holding all the financial reins, controlling the accounts and the information, limiting the other person's access to money, making the big decisions, or creating a sense that questions are not welcome. Over time, that can quietly wear away someone's confidence to make financial decisions at all. Now, why does that matter so much in a property settlement? Because a settlement is really a set of decisions about your future, and those decisions are only as good as the information behind them. When one person has controlled the finances, the other often walks into negotiations missing pieces, the real value of the assets, debts they did not know about, the true position of a business. And it is very common to feel pressure to agree quickly, just to end an uncertain situation. But settling before the picture is clear can lock in something that is not fair. This is exactly why disclosure matters. In family law, both people must give full and frank disclosure of their finances. Where one person has held all the information, disclosure is what helps even the ground, bringing the assets, debts, and income into the open so a settlement is built on the real position, not a partial one. And where disclosure is resisted, there are steps that can be taken. There is also how it feels to negotiate with someone who has always controlled the money. That can feel daunting and uneven, understandably so. It does not mean a fair resolution is out of reach. It just means the process should be set up with care, sometimes with separate rooms, attending online, or a lawyer right alongside you. It should never pressure you to agree before you feel ready. And family violence, including financial abuse, is something Australian family law can take into account in certain circumstances, which is one reason getting advice early matters. Because the way a settlement is structured shapes your finances for years, and it is hard to undo once finalised. Getting advice before you agree means you understand what is proposed, what you might be entitled to, and the long-term consequences. For anyone who has felt unsure of the financial picture, that is when uncertainty starts turning back into control. Sometimes legal advice alone is not enough, particularly with complex assets, a business or a trust, or a concern the full picture is not being shared. Accountants, valuers, or forensic specialists can then help bring the real position into focus. Through the Village Circle, we connect clients with trusted financial professionals when a matter calls for it, so you are not left to do that alone. And through all of it, our role at Village Family Lawyers is to help you decide from a place of information rather than pressure. We move at a pace that feels safe, explain things in plain English, and handle these matters with real discretion. And if you ever feel unsafe, your safety comes first, and we can talk through the right support around that too. So if any of this feels familiar, please know you do not need to have it all worked out before you reach out. The first step is just understanding where you stand, and that one step often changes how the whole thing feels. At Village Family Lawyers, we support clients across Mount Eliza, Malvern, the Mornington Peninsula, Bayside and Melbourne with complex property and financial matters. Our role is to help you understand the full picture, take practical next steps, and feel more in control of the process. To book a free discovery call or an initial consultation with one of our team in our Mount Eliza or Malvern office or online, visit www.villagefamilylawyers.com.au. This has been Divorce, Parenting and Property Matters, Legal Insights by Village Family Lawyers.